What's up, everybody? It's your favorite mentor, your one and only Forex hero. I go by the name of Ofentse Ledwaba, and today I'll be giving you guys the secrets on just how to trade price action, the profitable way, some of the information that's been hidden. You'll be able to get it, but without wasting much time, you know what to do. Before we dive deep into the chat, click the like, click the subscribe, and the notification bell so that you get notified every time I drop a new video. So become part of the family. Also, if you'd like to use the broker I'm using as a recommendation, click the link below to open your trading account. Let's go into the charts. Okay guys, as you can see, I have an analysis on USD JPY. One thing I want to show you is that you can see I have my order block here. So possibly this showed me that this is actually an entry for me, because one thing I like to take the market when it has retested, when the market is ready to move, because you can see you could have took advantage of this move, but look, now it came here. So what I like to say now, we're gonna be taking buys up to this level, because why? I see that the market has come back to this point again, and then we have what? We have some sort of a continuation pattern. So the utmost move that for us to take now is a buy. Gonna buy, and then our stop loss will just be here, give it a little bit of a room, and then we're gonna take it all the way up. One thing, why did I know that the market has a greater chance of coming back? Do you see this last candle here? That's when I knew that if the market goes but doesn't break further to the upside, it will come back and retest this area, not specifically this price, but I'm saying this area. So we can wait for this 15 minutes candle to close, and would know that, okay, fine, we have a chance of pushing to the upside. But as for me, I know that even if the market decides that it's gonna push further down, my stop loss will be below this, because as you know, what we like to say, that the market, when it's going in an uptrend, it must not break the previous low. If it breaks the previous low, it simply validates the setup. If it does this, if it breaks this, we should wait for a retest before we push to the downside. So right now I'm looking for long positions on USD JPY, and then I'll go to dollar index just to see what it's showing us. These are some of the secrets that you should know when you are trading price action. You should know that you should be able to incorporate the dollar index with your USD pairs, whether it's gold or it's something else. You can see now on dollar index we have a chance of pushing to the upside because of this trend. So for me, what I'll do, I'll just wait a bit, wait for the candle to close, because you can see we are having what? We're having a break to the downside, but we do have a chance of pushing to the upside. So possibly it can come test this area here, do something like this, and push to the upside. Because why? We are looking at this as a more of a correction, because why? We have this impulsive move pushing to the upside. So impulse, this will be the correction impulse. So but we have to see where we can get the right entry. So you can see this candle is still pushing. So one thing I'll do, let me go back to USD JPY, go to USD JPY, and then I will compare with the dollar index. So do you see where we're anticipating the USD JPY to push to the upside? So it's actually nicer to wait for the market for the close of the candle, because you can see that dollar index is the one with the orange line. You can see it's pushing to the downside. So using the two help me not to be able to enter here. Because why? I want to see what's gonna happen, because yes, indeed I was having an entry here, because if the market decides that I am pushing to the downside, if it does this and then retest, we are gonna go down with it, because now you can see that we are having a correction, and then here we had a break and a retest. You can see here it's a retest. That's where you should have took your long entries. But then now we want to see if the market won't come back to test this level, because it has broken this one. So I'll just put this zone here. You can see it is the last bearish candle. So if the market decides to come back and retest, then I will know that I'm going short. But if it comes here without going back to retest, I'll know that this was probably a stop hunt, and then I'll take my long positions here. Because what I always say is that the market does not see the lines that we draw. The market only goes according to the price that they've set. So you need to understand where you'll be taking your entries. So looking at this is one of the secrets that you need to know, that the market, should it go down straight in an impulsive way, I expect a reverse around the side, because it's going in an impulsive way. It's not impulse correction. It's not confirming that yes, indeed I'm correcting to push further to the downside. So currently now I'm having a setup that's simply saying I have a chance of pushing to the upside, but you have to wait for me. So we're gonna wait for this one. So for those that took early entries, I hope you put your stop loss in the right place, because not putting your stop loss in the right place makes you come out of the market quicker, even when your entries are correct. So learn to understand the difference between having the right entry or having a sufficient stop loss level. You can see here our stop loss was 30 pips. If you entered here, but you wouldn't have any reason why you want to enter before the candle closes. That's one of the mistakes that many traders make. So look, this one is pushing down, and let's go to 1 hour. Just want to see. So as you can see, the market is showing us, yes, indeed, we are pushing to the downside. You can see the dollar index, it's looking straight downwards, showing you that, yes, indeed, I'm pushing to the downside. Let me go to the XY. The XY, not this one. Where's the one that I... Okay, let me do this. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do, let me close this. Yes, you can see now what we are having is this. Oops. Oh, I removed the lines. Okay, looking at this, you can see the market is simply saying I'm still pushing to the downside. So let's look at the daily time frame. Yes, indeed, the dollar index is still strong to the bearish. So this helps us not to be caught on the wrong side, because you must understand the dollar index is just showing you the strength of the dollar at that particular moment. So it's possible that we can still push down and then reverse around this level, but we have to look at the chart patterns that are showing us the movement. So looking at this, you can see the market is still saying I'm still bearish, because why? I'm stronger to the downside. So if you can take this, because this one is still moving, this one is closed. So now let's go to 1 hour. Okay, perfect. So now our analysis changes. Now we can see that the dollar is stronger, so the USD JPY has a correction similar to this. So as you know, it's impulse, correction, impulse. So now I'm changing my analysis. We're gonna be looking for short position. You must always remember that in the market you have to go with the market. If the market decides that it's changing, you go in the direction of the market. You don't force trades. Looking at this, what should I do? Okay, and then what I'll do, I'll just change my visibility, and then to show you guys what we are anticipating. So you see the break here. Now we're gonna wait for something like this, a correction. Then we can say now we are pushing further to the downside, and as you know that we'll be having multiple TPs going all the way, and if it breaks, this one is shooting straight to the downside. So let's look at our pair. Remember, you cannot trade dollar index, we just use it as an understanding. So look, we are having a rejection. So one thing that I told you is that you need to be aware of what is currently happening. Look at this rejection candle, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my fib retracement. You should not be worried about what is currently happening and say, okay, I'm missing trades. This one is right at 38.2, so we have a greater chance of turning here going to the upside, but I want to see the close. If it closes with the rejection, I'm gonna buy pushing to the upside. And also if you push it a little bit up, you can see it's still between 78.6, and this one just leaves a rejection. So this is one of the things that you need to apply if we make use of this, because one thing, look, we are at the 50. Once this pushes from here and then closes above 50%, we are definitely going to the upside. You understand? This 50% is very, very, very important. You need to look at what is currently happening around this level. This 50%, the red line. Let me zoom in so you can be able to see. So this 50%, as long as the market is still below, we have a chance of pushing to the downside. But as much as I know it, I look at the chart patterns as well, and also looking at the fact that this is a correction. But if it corrects further and then makes a strong impulsive movement, so we expect the market to move to the upside. Let's look at this in a 1 hour. Can you see the candle is still bearish? So you can wait for this 1 hour. We are having about 18 minutes before it closes. So when the New York session opens, will they be able to have a definition of this movement? So once this closes back inside here, I would have a confirmation that I am gonna buy, because sometimes you must remember that the strength of the dollar index won't show you exactly how strong it is, but it will technically reverse, and it sometimes goes along with this one. So you just have to see how this candle moves. So we're gonna wait for it until the close of it. It's your favorite mentor. Don't rush to take trades. I'm sure the secrets that I've shared with you were able to help you with getting the right entries. You're gonna wait for this candle to close. Don't just be taking trades while your 1 hour, your 4 hours still moving. It's your favorite mentor, your one and only Forex hero. I go by the name of Ofentse Ledwaba. Thank you for the support. This channel is made for you, and share the knowledge. Please comment below with the topics that you'd like me to share in the next videos. Peace.